So we just took the first bolt out, so it'd be to this shock right here, and all we needed was a 9/16 socket and a 19/16 wrench. It was like that with this bolt and lock nut through it, going this direction, and pretty much we unbolted it. So now this goes down and this goes down. There's no pressure or whatever. So the next thing would be we got to take out this shock. So yeah, and there's a little piece inside of this. Don't forget it or lose it, but that's what it looks like. It's goes inside here, and the bolt goes in there. So yeah, pretty much we took out this bolt. Nothing else really to see here. All right, well we'll start getting this shock pulled out. So turns out you got to pull out these outer bogie wheels to take off the shock. Yeah, this is my first time doing this, so I don't really know, but yeah, it looks like what we have to do is that, and then we got to take out these two bolts right in there, and then this piece should come out and like split, and we'll be able to get the shock off. So yeah, pretty much to take this out, you put the ratchet on this side, and you got to put a wrench on this side. They're both 9/16, and then pretty much just take off both bogie wheels, and then we'll take off those bolts in there and hopefully split this and have the first shock out. Alright, so we had a bit of a, I don't know, it was kind of hard to get this bolt out. Anyways, it was through this inside, and it just went through there and came out the other side. And so it went through there, and that was really rusted and kind of dry, so that was a pain to get out. But we had to use some vice grips, and we yanked it out finally.
Took like 2 hours.
Yeah, it took a while. This cover right here, we used a lot of penetrating too. That's how we found it was easy to get it out. Well, anyway, so this cover went over the shock. I took that off. So pretty much that's all we've done since the last video. Yeah. I don't know. So now we're just got to get the shock out. So So yeah, we got to pull these somehow out. I don't know. Wait, where's the mallet? Alright, thanks. Shit.
Just get in there.
Like I said, guys, this is my first one, so yeah, I'm not very good at this yet. But I'm kind of just messing around until I try to find something. It's supposed to come out though. Anyways, yeah. So we almost have the first shot. What the heck?
Sorry, I'm trying to hold it.
Try that, and I'm gonna try to tap these. Let's try to pry it actually. There we go. That one went a little bit. There goes the mallet. Well, we just broke a mallet. Oh. Oh dear.
That's alright.
Alright.
Dude,
It's oh, that was a fail. So I just got the shock out. It wasn't too hard. It just took a couple minutes, but once again the camera's memory got filled up again. So yeah, it took me a couple minutes and I got this out. So that's this shock is completely out of here. So I guess we're just gonna remove all this stuff. And I don't know how well the lighting is over here, but we're gonna remove these things. And yeah, there's like a washer or something on that. Okay, cool. So looks like someone put a washer in. Oh no. Okay, I get this going. So yeah, either side. So now this shock is out and ready to be shipped out. So, my cameraman had to leave, so yeah, I'm running solo right now, but, right before he left, we got this piece off, so this shock, the top part is disconnected. Yeah, so, I don't know how this will go, it's just one person, because it's easier to have two, but, pretty much that's all we have to get off yet, but, the only thing I'm noticing is that this isn't going to clear that when I want to pull it out. So I think I might have to take off these bogey wheels. So we're getting the last bolt for the shock out, and we have to take these wheels off. And with these wheels, we got spacers, and this bolt luckily wasn't rusted, so it came out pretty easily. But the springs sit in these, and they have a little up arrow on them, and it goes through that shaft. So yeah, we pulled that out, so now our springs don't have really any tension, neither of them. And this kind of all just moves. So next thing we're gonna do, we gotta pull this out since we got the shaft out. So there we go, that's out. Now what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to make sure you know what order these go in. So just like set them down in the order they go, I guess. And then you're gonna pull out one wheel and then start on the other side. And don't lose any of your washers. So that's kind of the order it went in. So doing the same thing on the other side. Now you could like check your grease or grease your bearings and stuff, and that I'm all gonna grease up and lube so that it won't be rusty or frozen. And so pretty much now the last bolt to take the shock out. So we're gonna remove it from this side, even though we already took the nut off. So you're just gonna pull it out like that. Then you're gonna have like these little pieces that go in there, and this is all disconnected now. So there you have it. That's your shock out, and I guess there's a little piece that goes inside of this too. So it's always a good idea pretty much put everything back. So we're gonna stick this in the middle and these on either side. So yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close to sending out the shocks and having them rebuilt. We got to take the spring off the other shock, and then we got to remove both front shocks. So yeah, we're getting close. Right. So now that we have both shocks out, we got to take the springs off. So it's really easy to take the spring off. This kind of just sits in there, and that slides along through here. So what you want to do is you can take your hands or like whatever, and you're gonna squeeze this in, and you're gonna let that fall, and then it falls right out. And that was the only thing keeping your spring in there. So now that your spring's out, kind of just put it over here, back in like the little piece that came in. Just gonna stick it in there. So now we've got both shocks ready to ship out, and then pretty much got to do the same thing with the front ones. But yeah, these are ready to go. So yeah, that's it. Alright, so yeah, I'm videoing this myself, but at the front of my snowmobile jacked up, and I got one of the front shocks out. I'm probably going to need a spring compressor to get the top piece off though, because it's pretty tightly coiled, and I can't do it with my hands. But yeah, 2 bolts, really easy. Only took a couple of minutes. I just got to do the other side and my Jag. But yeah, so pretty much then I'll be done once I get the springs off, and then I'm going to check for pits on these rods. I did check for pits on the other rods of my shocks, and there wasn't any, so that's good. Yeah, so I guess now's a good time to show you guys. So I got rid of my sway bar right here. I don't know if I've said this in a previous video, but yeah, this is sort of stuff like I've done since I bought the snowmobile. But yeah, so I got that out. I took the tunnel grips off and that gas tank bag thingy. I don't know. Yeah, so those kind of, what the sway bar does is it goes through this hole right here and it hooks to this, and pretty much makes when one side go up, it makes the other side go up. So yeah, I took those out for like side hilling and carving, and it made a huge difference. Just the shocks were kind of mushy then, because they're not valved for it. But yeah. So I'm gonna get these springs out, and we should be good.